Mining has been the main driver of South African economy for decades, and currently it is under immense pressure, not only from rising costs, regulatory uncertainty, but also fading investor confidence. Investors continue to question whether the local industry can create a sustainable value for its stakeholders in the absence of the much needed and reform from the government.
The confidence in SA Inc. is waning. If you just look at the political uncertainty, policy uncertainty, the state of our state-owned enterprises, it doesn't inspire much confidence.
It's not because of the opportunities not being there. It's simply because of the high barriers of entry that we have in the mining industry. And when I'm talking about the high barriers of entry, I'm talking about the difficult, complex solutions that are required to solve our industry.
A lot of the investors, what we've discovered in our side is that obviously the typical things do scare them off. So your policy uncertainty in South Africa. Yes, our exchange controls also do affect them, because most of them, as much as you think they know a lot about getting permission for money to come in and being able to explain what that money is about so that you can take it out when you want. That whole process does give them some uncertainty. Because there's no confidence in that if I put in $5 million into South Africa, will I get my money back?
And you couple that with the huge funding of the Eskom debt, and then Eskom again with ongoing load shedding, a lot of it unscheduled, and this lack of an apparent political will to address these issues does not make it an easy space to play in.
I put it to you that if this SA Mining Inc. is able to overcome these high barriers of entry, you need the same level of grit and gut to actually make it in the rest of Africa. And if anything, lead the charge to open up Africa.
There's a huge drive to bring in new technology to drive efficiencies in terms of new projects, but also existing ongoing operations. You've got to try and get that the mine, you've got to get it down the cost curve so that you can improve that margin, so that for a project you've got to be down that cost curve so investors want to invest it and they can make a decent return.
In my view, if you're a mining company and you are seen as the employer and there's a strike and you treat someone badly or a worker dies underground, you're the bad person. But if you're a mining company and you put out a press release saying, if we are not allowed to generate our own power in the next 6 months, this is how many people will lose their jobs, you're the good person. And that's something that if I were in the mining industry, I would be tempted to start playing that game a little bit. Because any press release that includes the phrase job losses is headline news. I'll be very tempted to get the best people in the world to regulate my power plant, and just do it and see what happens. Put the pressure on them.